I know, right? It's an investment, but production value is everything. So each episode just gets a little bit better and better. Um, so yeah, it's fun. I mean, people are like, oh, dude, why do you do this? You get to meet the most interesting people. So my camera, I keep telling people, my most powerful networking tool is that thing right there. So I literally just photographed General Milley a couple weeks ago. Now I've photographed General Brown.
They all come here.
Chief Bass. General Milley was doing a promotion ceremony.
How do you get in touch with them?
I have a website, but most of it's word of mouth. I'm trying to get Admiral Franchetti. I want Admiral Franchetti to come over. So I'm just working on trying to.
You still around?
But the thing is, you get to have these conversations, right? So Chief Bass was here. We had a conversation for probably 45 minutes, and I was photographing her for headshots. And I was like, "Okay, we're all done." She said, "I had no idea you were taking my picture." I was like, "Yeah, that's what I do. I try to make it a conversation, natural smiles rather than people being all stiff." So I love it. I get to meet really interesting people that I would never meet otherwise. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's such a valuable tool that most people look at me and they're like, "Dude, well, why do you do that? Like, do you understand the rooms that I get into and the conversations I get to have because of that camera?" I've met World War II vets, that show from Apple, Masters of the Air. I met him 2 years ago. He's 103 years old, totally lucid, having a great conversation with this guy. And if you've seen the show, he is the character that lives at the end, kind of reddish hair, reddish curly hair, a little bit of a reddish mustache. He was the second half of the series. There was probably 8 episodes or whatever. He was one of the pilots that showed up later. He's the pilot from 103 years old. How else would I meet that guy if it wasn't for my camera, right? Met a Iwo Jima survivor on the 80th anniversary. He was describing being on the island and taking a Japanese soldier's life, slitting his throat and being able to smell the sake or soju. I forget which one's Korean, which one's Japanese. But I mean, and tearing up for something that happened 80 years ago. Once again, it's the camera, all right? The camera made that happen, not me. Getting invited to events because of the camera. So I've shot a couple, it's called American Valor. They do a series every Veterans Day. It's typically on Fox. Jim Riegelman, the comedian who was a former Marine Corps lieutenant colonel, famous comedian guy, he's typically the MC for it. Yeah, so you get to meet all these famous people, but you're really there to meet the veterans that have done these things. Yeah, so you get to meet all these folks. I met folks that fought in World War II, the Korean War, and Vietnam. I'm like, where else do you get those type of experiences?
Man, that's something else.
Yeah, so that's why I had the opportunity to photograph your retirement ceremony, because the word starts to get out, and it's mostly word of mouth. I'm not out trying to advertise myself, because I prefer to do it for people that I care about and consider as friends, and try to. I feel like I'm the Mr. Rico of our generation. I'm trying to keep that interaction going for as long as I possibly can, because he was a wonderful guy. So I try to emulate his background.